Am I the only one looking forward to Chelsea versus Arsenal so far? Now, we've played Chelsea way too often this season. Let me see what our head-to-head is. This season, we've already played, in fact, not just this, 2026, isn't it? Well, 2025. So we played Chelsea earlier in the season. Well, last season, it was 1-1. This season in January, we played them in the EFL Cup. Honestly, I can't even think this season, not last season. This season, earlier in the season, we played them in Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It was 1-1. It was a draw. Let's see what the stats. In fact, let's see what the team was then. I remember, I think it was a Chalobah header, wasn't it? Set play. They lined up with Chalobah and Fofana in the midfield with Cucurella. Oh, I remember that game. It was vile. It was vile. So many players should have been sent off in that match. And only Caicedo was sent off. I remember that. That was vile. Oof. I think that was the first time I thought, okay, we are dealing with some demons here. Then we were forced to play these guys in the EFL Cup. And if I remember correctly, I said, I don't really want to face Chelsea. We might as well forfeit the EFL Cup. We got bigger fish to fry. In the end, Arsenal went there in January. We beat them 3-2 at Stamford Bridge. Then they came to Arsenal, to the Emirates, and we did them 1-0. Now, it was a comfortable win, but very narrow still, as you can see. So this game we are going to play them against, I think we should be able to win this game, but it's not going to be comfortable. Let's just be serious, because Chelsea and a lot of teams in London, a lot of teams in this country, they see Arsenal as a team they have to beat to get sort of like, they almost like, it's like they give out these invisible, intepes, what do you call them? Medals. If we've beaten Arsenal, look at how happy Manchester United are for actually beating us 3-2 at the Emirates. It is a badge of honor. It is something you have to be proud of, to go to Arsenal or not even go there and to beat them. So you're coming to the Emirates. We've only lost, I think, to Manchester United there. Chelsea will try and do the same, but they have got a very depleted squad. I cannot lie. It's not going to be easy for them. Let us see how they should be lining up. I'll start with Chelsea. Usually I start with Arsenal. This is how they lined up against Burnley. Wesley Fofana is not going to be playing. And I'm hearing Caicedo as well, but I'm not sure. So Reece James, if he's fit, will definitely start. He had a magnificent game when we played them the last few times. I think twice. Was it the draw? Was it? I think the draw, he had a great game there. Well, he was playing more centrally. He wasn't even playing as a fullback, a right back. So Fofana, I don't know who is going to make way for, but you got Chalobah, you got Gusto there, then Caicedo, Santos, maybe in midfield, Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, and Pedro Neto and João Pedro. I'll keep looking out for other lineups from Chelsea and probably do another preview on Saturday. But let's just get into it a bit quickly, a bit early, but we'll definitely do a second preview when we know a lot more about the teams that are there. In terms of Arsenal, we should be expecting David Raya in goal, a back four of Jurian Timber, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Hincapié. Now, with Jurian Timber, he has been last game we played, he had to come off against Tottenham in about the 60th minute, 50-something, 54 Mosquera in the end, because he is brilliant, but he has been running to the ground. He has been having to put on a crazy shift. Ben White as well apparently had a bit of a niggle, so he couldn't really participate. I'm not sure if he's back fit for this match, but he wasn't ready for Tottenham. He might be fit for the Chelsea one, but he definitely needs to start. And if things start going wrong, like we did against Spurs, we definitely need to, he can come off, bring Mosquera on, who did a crazy job containing Jet Spence and Van der Ven on that wing from Tottenham. Now, these guys in the middle, Saliba is okay. Magalhaes Gabriel is living on. The guy is too emotional. I think the guy, Gabriel, knows what winning the league or a trophy, a good trophy for Arsenal means. And he, I think, keeps going back to the days where we were bored. Because it doesn't look very solid the last few games. You know, like the second goal, which was ruled out for Tottenham, that goal from what's his name? Colomwani. That could last 2 seasons, they would have let that go. They would have counted that. But because of the way we've been behaving, Arsenal, we are not challenging the referees. We are basically playing our games and we are treating the referees like morons. You know, they don't know that we are basically pandering to them so that they can actually referee fairly. The problem I've got with a lot of Arsenal fans is, even me, I am basically telling our players that we need to be careful because we are going to get done. Like that challenge, Gabriel. That challenge where he went down from that push, it was a foul, 100% foul. We should not have to apologize and be scared of things like that. Because when you are being refereed fairly, those things should not even bother you. That was 100% foul. It doesn't matter how soft or hard it was or how big Gabriel is. You put 2 hands in someone's back when they're trying to jump, they're not going to be able to challenge fairly. And you could see Colomani didn't even complain a lot when that was ruled out. He just walked off because he knew what he had done. But we insist on basically piling on Gabriel, which is crazy. I'm just glad it went for us. We might have to get used to the fact that we are being refereed almost fairly recently and not always go at our players. Now our midfield, this midfield changes so much, we don't even know what to do. One of the happiest sentences I heard after the games against Tottenham was Arteta saying he feels like he understands Eze's position or how to get the best out of Eze a lot better now after the last few games. I hope so. I hope he understands it because we know Eze's quality. Eze is the only person in that team who has, maybe we've got, I think Nkapia came from Leverkusen, so he went unbeaten a few seasons ago, isn't it? Whatever the case, in the Premier League, Eze went to the FA Cup, did Liverpool, did the Charity Shield as well. So this guy is a winner, isn't he? There's no reason why he should be coming into the Arsenal team and questioning his every move and his every motivation. This guy can do the job. We should just stop expecting him to fill a gap that is left by Odegaard because they're not the same player. 100% not the same player. Do not expect him to be doing what Odegaard does. What he was doing against Spurs most of the time, you know, like when he can decide which pass to pick and when to pick it. That is what we want him to do. You know, hardly did we see him do a back pass. Oh my gosh, please. If I see another back pass, I'm going to pull my hair out, whatever. But, you know, he can absolutely be the guy. We just need to play to his strengths. Declan Rice, a bit of a wobble, but I don't think it is a doubting wobble. I think it was probably took on a bit too much, trying to like secure the ball instead of kicking it out, which is fine. At the end of the day, we did not pay for it. Usually, we paid for it in terms of like we considered a goal, but we came back and obliterated Spurs in the end, 4-1. So basically, it ended up not being the worst thing that could have happened to us. Let's be honest. Martin Zubimendi, me and this guy, yeah, and please guys, stop asking Declan Rice. I saw like an interview he did Declan Rice and he was trying, he keeps being asked, you know, how does playing with Zubimendi help you, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, he tried all sorts, but he basically said, it's nice to play against someone who's as skillful as him. The fact is, Declan Rice is not benefiting at all from Zubimendi's role there. It hasn't improved him from last season. I think it has taken away a lot of what made Declan Rice great last season. 100%. He can't rely on him to be a defensive thing. He's got too many mistakes in him so far. He needs another season or two to be. And also, we cannot expect Zubimendi to take on that raw and gap left. Just the way we can't expect Eze to take on Odegaard, we can't expect Zubimendi to take on that raw that gap that was left by Thomas Partey. Very unfair, very different player as we have seen so far. He definitely in certain games adds a lot to our attack. Defensively, forget it. Forget it, guys. We need to start talking about something else. He's different profile, definitely. A different profile player. He's adding something else, but he's not improving Declan Rice's fortunes at Arsenal. He is having to find his own way deck as he does. And to be honest, he should be our captain. I saw Saka with the armband and I'm like, Saka is a lovely guy, but why do we keep giving everyone else the armband except the people who should have the bloody armband? Give it to Declan Rice and stop wasting our time. Thank you very much. To be fair, Declan is a bit emotional, isn't he? He gets upset too easily. But I think give him the armband, I say. Up front, Saka or Noni against Chelsea. Saka 100%. Saka kills those guys, especially if we go Gaston on that side and Santos. He's going to finish them. He is going to finish them. Start Saka. I love Noni. You guys, me and Noni are like besties, But at the end of the day, Saka is fit. Start him. Noni can come on and help us out. He had a hand in the fourth goal against Tottenham. But yeah, so you have to start Saka. There's really no question about it. Hopefully, you saw how bad that injury looked against Tottenham right at the end, but apparently he walked it off. So I'm hoping he is going to be fit for Chelsea game. And if he's not, if he plays a little bit, we all know that we've got no need to come on and create some havoc there. And yeah, it's going to work out. On the left, we've got, this is a game. Chelsea game is a game that Martinelli can start in. You know that he always does well against Chelsea. But the fact is, I always want to start Leandro Trossard because I think a policy of do not start Martinelli at all unless it's an emergency in the Premier League still stands. Martinelli, when he can watch the game and assess where he can make an impact when he comes on, he does a fantastic job. He definitely needs to continue growing his skills. The way the Premier League is, these guys, the way they defend, the way they set up, they can neutralize you. If they know you're starting, they'll start you in 2 seconds. These guys are super intelligent and they play absolutely crazy football. They're not going to let you get away with it. So Leandro Trossard to start. Up front, Victor Gyökeres, 100%. Did you see what he did to Tottenham? If we can get him to do the same thing, oh my goodness me. He is basically proving, that, I'm so happy because we are seeing the Victor Gyökeres that not only I knew the Victor Gyökeres. This is the Victor Gyökeres I see every game without scoring the goals. But now the goals are coming. And they're beautiful and they're powerful. The guy is just rocketing them in, which is incredibly insane. So Gyökeres to start. Jesus can come on as a sub. He can come on in cup games. And that is where, with all the cup games coming, the FA Cup games, that can be his tournament. Even in the Champions League, I think he can absolutely come in and do a great job there. Certainly, but in the Premier League, he's just a bit demonic in this league. You can't just turn up and start playing cute football. These guys are not nice people. They are not. Who else am I talking? Can I talk about now? Let's see. I hear Kai Havertz might be a small chance that Kai Havertz might be ready for this game. If he's ready, definitely we have to do crazy things. He has to start. We'll take off everybody. We'll take off the keeper, put him in goal anywhere. He has to start this game. We've got this thing where our players, if he starts, he's going to score. Even if he comes on as a sub, he's going to score. So basically, Kai Havertz has to play this game. He absolutely despises Chelsea, and we are here for it. Honestly, it would be a great, great thing to see once again. In my opinion, I don't see a good reason why Arsenal should lose this match. One of the things I feel is an issue for Chelsea is Liam Rosenior's emotions. The guy gets so emotional the minute he sees Arsenal, he starts complaining about the price of milk. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. I think you'll be too emotional. The players will be too emotional. Arsenal have got, I don't know, maybe they've been going through therapy or something, but there's something about them. There are certain teams they refuse to lose to. Tottenham, Chelsea, I think we've got a good handle on them. And with Chelsea, I think it's just, like in boxing where it depends who you fight. Styles make fights, and it's the same in football. You play a certain team, you can't lose to them. There are certain teams I go to and I'm having heart palpitations, 100%. Chelsea, I'm not too bad. Send me a team like Brentford. Ugh, I just know. I know we can win, but I know we can, because they play with that passion, the profile of players they've got, and they can run. They know it's like a cup game, so they'll run to the end of the world to get a draw, to get a win over you. But with people like Chelsea, they have similar profiles to Arsenal players, but at a lesser quality, maybe mentally, physically, maybe. So, look at how Noni and even Kai, their attitudes towards the game has changed, towards their clubs have changed. The kind of emotional investment in the club has changed. So, not that Arsenal is 100% better, because, of course, Chelsea do certain things a lot better than Arsenal. They've won more trophies recently. You cannot deny some of the gains that they have, the better things they've got. But emotionally, I think Arsenal definitely wins it hands down. We have got, in the end, better loyalty from our players. And that is where I know it will take a lot for us to lose to Chelsea. If we draw, it won't be a great thing, but I think we will be able to win 100%. So that will be the game, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Now, the other game I care about is going to be the Manchester City game. Let's see who Manchester City are playing. I haven't even paid them any mind, I can't lie. Leeds United versus Manchester City. Guys, so I'm not going to go into this game just yet, but let me tell you one thing. Leeds are going to beat Manchester City. Like their teams, yeah? We beat Leeds home and away. Their teams, where you play, the way they are playing Manchester City, where the first half they are really good, they'll have to be like 4-0 up in the first half, which is what they did actually. They went through, when they beat Leeds last time, they had a good head start, and then Leeds came back, almost drawing with them. But I can see Leeds losing at home to Manchester City. If they can just keep the relentlessness that Manchester City that Leeds have, Manchester City do not have that lasting 90 minutes. And I think they'll be able to get a result. Now, if they don't, it won't be great for Arsenal, because I feel like this is our best chance for Manchester City to drop points before we face them. But if they don't, whatever, we'll have to do the job ourselves. It would be nice, though, to have a bit of breathing space, because we know the quality Manchester City have got. Now, while I'm here, let's just have a quick look at all the games anyway. So we've got on Saturday, early kickoff, it will be Bournemouth versus Sunderland, Burnley, Brentford, Liverpool, West Ham, Newcastle versus Everton. Then, of course, later in the evening on Saturday, we've got Leeds United versus Manchester City. On Sunday, on the 1st of March, new month, it's going to be, let's see, early kickoff. 1 second. 14 hours, my time. We've got 3 games. Brighton, Hove Albion versus Nottingham Forest. Fulham versus Tottenham. Another London derby. Then Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. It's a shame about Crystal Palace's form at the moment, but it would be nice to see Manchester United drop some points, because these guys are beginning to annoy the heck out of me. And then at 4:30 in the evening, our last game on Saturday in the Premier League, it's going to be Arsenal versus Chelsea. Let us see if there's any Premier League games on Monday. We do not have any, but we do have the Spanish League. Right, guys? So those are the games that are going to be happening. Please look out for my new predictor score segment. I'm going to try and predict score lines and see how well I do. I'm not very good at predicting who's going to win, but I want to take accountability because I'm obsessed with Arsenal. So I sort of have an idea, but I'm going to start this prediction segment. Let me know how it goes, by the way. So look out for that as one of my shorts, and then we'll go from there. Please, guys, do not forget to like and subscribe, follow, share the content. And it's me, your girl Daliso on DSS. I'll be talking to you very soon. Thank you and goodbye.